Hi guys, I'm David and this is Jeanette. Together we are Low Range 4x4 Adventures. For the last few years we have been doing some epic trips to amazing locations across Australia. Subscribe and like our videos and hit the notification bell to join us on our adventures. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram.
So yesterday afternoon, guys, after we set up camp, we just drove up the beach to this little town. It's not really a town. Settlement called Bulwer. It was low tide when we came up. We did a little bit of snorkeling around these wrecks just up here. It's not as well known as Tangalooma, but yeah, it was low tide. The visibility wasn't great, but we did still see some nice fish. It was very shallow. You could stand up and yeah, but it was yeah, not too bad.
Hey guys, so we've just come off the western beach basically on the bypass track, heading inland and to the east basically. We are heading over through that way to get to the northern headland of the island, basically up where the lighthouse is and champagne pools and all that sort of stuff. It's a nice little track, nice scenery. We're just a little bit rough in spots, but we had some rain overnight, so the rain overnight's given us nice solid tracks, which is nice sometimes. Saves all the boggings.
We just come along the one of the inland tracks. So we're at Five Hills Lookout. We're going to go for a walk up there and yeah, have a look. Okay, so I'm just going to do a 360. This is the view from the top of the lookout. There. So it's just a little sandy track up to the top, not too difficult, little bit of a climb. Also at the top of the lookout there's like these old cement pylons, so there must have been some sort of structure up here at some stage. We'll do a bit of research and see if we can find out what that was. We're sort of speculating that it might have been from the World War II or something. There's a survey marker in there as well, but we'll see here, see what we can find out.
Just heading down onto North Point Beach now to have a little bit of a look. This is Honeymoon Bay. We go down there for a swim possibly shortly if there's no blue bottles on the sand like the other side. And that's back over to North Point Beach over there. Hey guys, so we're just back in the car from like North Point campground area, and we went across to North Point, what we believe is what they call the champagne pools, but there was a heap of blue bottles around, so we didn't go in the water. Don't need that in our life. And then we wandered over to Honeymoon Bay, which same thing, blue bottles, but the surf was absolutely pumping in too from the north, so that's probably why there's blue bottles.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous place. The weather's turned a little bit on us today. It's overcast and
still quite hot though.
But still quite hot. It's just humid as with the bit of rain that's around. So, but we're heading up towards like the Cape Moreton Lighthouse now, and there's a like exhibit apparently in the old lighthouse building, so gonna have a good look around up there and check it.
Find some fresh water.
Yeah, a bit of fresh. Yeah, well after that then we're gonna head down the eastern beach and
there's a lighthouse.
Make our way to Blue Lagoon and spend a couple of hours there having a swim and stuff, I think, so should be nice. Hey guys, so we're at Cape Moreton Lighthouse, and we're just in the first exhibit, which is the second assistant lightkeeper's former residence, which is now an information centre. So we're just having a wander through here, and I'll give you a look at what's happening. So it's just some heap of information about the local area and the marine park, Moreton Bay Marine Park, and all the various bits and pieces to do with the lighthouse and the ranges and fishing and surfing and all that sort of stuff, and a bit of a timeline. So got to get up here yourself and have a good look at it. So we're just wandering up to the lighthouse now. Lovely like setup they've got here. They built the lighthouse and all the residences here out of the sandstone from the Cape here. So everything was cut out of the Cape and built up here. So, and it's been very nicely preserved. And there's obviously still an active lighthouse, and is fully automated and solar powered now. So no need for lighthouse keepers anymore. So we're just heading out onto the eastern beach now. It's fairly high tide, so we're just going to pull up and have a bit of a look before we decide if we're actually going to go on the beach. So we're going to pull up here and have a look. So we're heading down the eastern beach now from Cape Moreton. It's about an hour and a half after high tide, full high tide. Beach is not too bad, a little soft, but you know, we're just cruising down, and we'll cut off into Blue Lagoon. We're going to have a nice swim there for a bit, and then make our way back across the island back to camp for the afternoon, and that'll be everything we get up to today probably. Hey guys, so we've just come down the eastern beach of Moreton Island from Cape Moreton down to Blue Lagoon, and we've gone in there and had a bit of a swim. The tide wasn't too, the tide's gone down a bit and the beach was a little bit soft, but it wasn't bad. Had a nice swim there, freshened up, but the weather's turned on us, and it's
northerlies today, so
northerlies,
along the beach there was heaps of blue bottles, so not great for swimming. And quite windy, so we've had to stay out of the ocean, and but we did get a nice swim in the lake.
Once we got back from our trip around the northern end of the island, I was out the front of our campsite flicking a line around and saw a dugong out on the weed bed feeding. Started to grab the drone and have a look around, so this is what we saw. our next episode, we do the central part of the island, head out to the desert and have a look at Tangalooma wrecks and do a bit of snorkeling. If you're enjoying what we're doing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and get notified and chuck us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.